prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant put the league on notice his rookie season with spectacular play and a little jawing while he's at it. The Grizzlies rookie said, "I just play with the same chip every game," adding it's nothing personal. "I'm just having fun," he said. "My teammates and the coaches allow me to go out there, play freely, and do what I do." Kevin?
Thank you, David. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Luka Doncic.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Barea. And there's Porzingis. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Melli in at the 4. And the pace of this game unlikely to be high, Chris. Both these teams like to slow it down and run half-court sets.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Neither one of these teams wants to turn this into a boat race. Chances will be limited, and it's crucial to minimize turnovers.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Winslow, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. So it's the Grizzlies now. It's a 3-point game. Just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, that shot off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
Doncic against Brooks. Shoots over Doncic. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot. 0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Here's Doncic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Doncic has got 5.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Now here's Morant. No good from Valanciunas. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Here's Redick. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Redick's got his second basket of the night.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
Well, the rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago.
For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Winslow finds Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. With the floater. To halt the run. No good from Valanciunas.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable. Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Morant outside. Down low, Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, this is just being a good teammate. I mean, Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Doncic looking it over. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Morant.
I mean, so creative with the ball in his hands. I mean, Morant is adept at creating offense for himself.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Brooks outside. Drills it from outside.
Oh, man, a tough shot maker with deep range. I mean, what an answer from Brooks.
Doncic against Brooks. With the teardrop and the rejection by Valanciunas. Kicks it to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Now the pass to Winslow. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas leading by 13 to the paint. Here's Redick. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway. Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Redick with the bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And looking at where the league has gone, Chris, do you miss the physicality of years past?
Yeah, I do a little bit, but I like how the league has protected the players. I mean, it's a fine line.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Morant. He's averaging 20 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Valanciunas finds Winslow. It's Brooks on the wing, guarded by Doncic. And that one's good, Morant.
I'll tell you what, when Morant hits this shot with consistency, it sets up everything else you want to run.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Now here's Brooks. 9-point game his last outing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
And the first one at the line is good.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jay, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Now here's Anderson. After Luka Doncic's miss. Passes it to Brooks. The Grizzlies with another miss. Mavericks leading by 11. It's Redick on the wing. Connects from three-point range. Redick's got 14.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Valanciunas. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
First free throw is good.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season, and he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Melly, and Hardaway is subbed in for Doncic. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Allen comes in for Dylan Brooks, and Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Now, here's Richardson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
And even though Valanciunas has added the three ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Well, yeah, Jay, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
And he makes the first.
I mean, the ability of Richardson to instantly elevate your team's play is incredible. He can score, he can facilitate, whatever you need to succeed.
Jang, he's checked in for Memphis. He's perfect from the line this time. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Pocket six, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Number one, Porzingis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
To the middle. Here's Hardaway. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Allen. And so Allen will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 14. Here's Jones. Second shot opportunity. And Clark with the lay-in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
And how about his defense? I mean, 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
Hardaway against Allen. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Mavericks making a change here. Green's checked in. And both free throws good for Porzingis. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if there are going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something if we could get that. And, you know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by Dallas. Tries it from 9. Allen's shot is off. Dallas leading by 16. Feeds to Green. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Porzingis. Averaging about 22 points per, 16 rebounds, and just over 4 blocks.
To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Green.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Allen. The teardrop falls in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Jones against Richardson. It's stolen by Jones. Anderson against Green. And finished off by Anderson.
He's not much of a dunker, but Anderson will pick his spots nicely and then displays great shot selection.
Pass to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. It's Allen with the drive. Goes back up. Mavericks with the rebound. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Mavericks have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6. And the first one drops. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Grayson Allen. Both free throws good from Green.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Hardaway against Anderson. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They have a 19-point lead. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Anderson outside from beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Richardson against Jang. Back to Porzingis. And the layup's good off the glass. Porzingis has got 12 in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Clark, the pass to Jang. Got a piece of it, and that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. Here's Melton.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3. To end the run, Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And so it's J.J. Redick making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. We've got Hardaway. Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson, and it's Green in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
No good on the triple. And for Memphis, they're shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Now, here's Green. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Hardaway, and Barea subbed in for Josh Richardson. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up In a preseason game, we played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Offensive rebound, Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
That free throw, no good. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Melly is checked in for Dallas. And he's good on the second.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Now here's Winslow. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Morant scanning the floor. 5 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Here's Barea, and it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 20. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good. Brooks.
I love seeing Brooks take these quick shots. I mean, he's skilled at realizing when he has room to get them off.
Doncic against Brooks.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
From about 16, they get it again, but he stays with it. And the rejection by Valanciunas. The 19-foot shot. Great D that time from Green. Mavericks leading by 14. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Dallas, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Green.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Doncic against Brooks. The pass to Valanciunas. Launches a three. And no good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. He's off on the first. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
He hits the second from the line. Enzo Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 17-point game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Luka Doncic.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
And both free throws good for Brooks. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans. And here's Doncic from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences. It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. With the second effort, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant, that's for 2. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Redick against Winslow. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 20-4 run. No good from Valanciunas.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Porzingis has got 18 points.
I loved his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Morant against Barea. The offensive rebound. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Jackson.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Here's Redick. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Look, don't let Redick find his rhythm. If you do, you're done for. He can get hot in a hurry.
Brooks against Doncic. Right at the free throw line. They get the rebound. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Richardson comes in for J.J. Barea. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Allen's checked in from the corner, and he knocks down the jumper. Well, he's got his second bucket tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Here's Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Suns, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Now here's Brooks. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Doncic with the bucket.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Here's Brooks. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
And that one falls for Brooks. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Memphis also making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Jaren Jackson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Melly passes to Powell. Now here's Doncic. No good from outside. Anderson outside. It's Allen, top of the key. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
It seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
And you look at Morant, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Mavericks leading by 15. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
A wildly unpredictable player. Anderson is skilled at drawing the D in and then making them get overly assertive.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes the first.
A multi-talented Anderson. I mean, he's awesome, man. He's an awesome glue guy, if you ask me. Someone who scores, rebounds, passes, defends. I mean, name it. He does it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Allen. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic passes to Melly. Richardson against Morant. Passes to Melly. A 3. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's Jang. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Morant against Richardson. Here's Clark. And he uses the glass on the layup. Clark's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Doncic passes to Melly. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Hardaway. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his second trip to the line in this one. That free throw good from Anderson. Green, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Jones checked in for the Grizzlies. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Mavericks leading by 8. Richardson outside. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 6 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Now, here's Clark. Jang, no luck. Here's Hardaway. Here's Melly. Out to Hardaway. From past the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pass to Anderson. Six to shoot. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pull-up jumper. That shot no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, and that was big. And that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they play well.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, the shooting was terrible. They didn't seem to have a plan at the offensive end. Let's see. The defense had them bottled up. Listen, man, I'm not a coach, but they need to change their strategy right away, right now, pronto.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Brooks the pass to Jackson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jackson's got the first field goal of the second half for the Grizzlies. Doncic against Brooks. Shot from 16. Here's Redick. The Grizzlies pull it in. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Now, here's Doncic. Inside, Porzingis. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down. Toughness and energy on the boards and an easy putback to show for it.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Brooks with it. Now guarded by Porzingis.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. And D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Here's Melly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Pass to Winslow. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Now Morant. He's got 15. Here's Jackson. Nice D from Porzingis. 4-on-3 break. And it's Melly missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Now, Doncic, after Justice Winslow missing on that last three-pointer. A nice shot by Barea.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Morant outside to stop the run. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Jackson. He's got 11. 5 on the clock. The three from Morant.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter. And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting the three tonight.
Well, some of the big men in the league didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. Third is Porzingis.
Now, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
I'm a big fan of big fellas taking three if they can knock it down. But I also want you to be able to go to work inside. He hasn't had anywhere near the same touch he had in the first half. 0 3-pointers in this half compared to 3 in the first.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Here's Morant. The Mavericks making the shot. Kick to Winslow. Can they get it? Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
That is why Morant was second overall in 2019. Ja's ability to move the ball creates hoops for others.
Now, here's Doncic. 17 points in the game. They get it back. Here's Melly. Can't get it to fall. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Valanciunas with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Morant outside. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Winslow. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Melly passes to Barea. Morant against Doncic.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
It's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
Lets the three fly. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got 20 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Brooks outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Here's Winslow. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Winslow's got 5.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Dallas with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Off the left rim and out. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Brooks with no one around. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his third assist on the night. Dallas calls timeout. A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Melly. Green comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Barea. And Memphis also making a switch. Allen's checked in for Brooks. Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First free throw is good. All free throws good from Doncic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 19. Here's Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Richardson. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. So he gets them both. Mavericks leading by 17. And there's the pass to Powell. Here's Porzingis. Passes it to Doncic. Over Allen. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 assists now in this one. Morant against Richardson. And it's Morant missing. Dallas has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
And here's Anderson for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Green finds Doncic. Wasted no time on that one. Doncic has got 11 in the second half.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And that one's good. Morant.
Has closer in. Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the 10.
Here's Doncic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Doncic has got 13 points now in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morant kicks to Anderson. Over Green. Here's Jackson. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 21. And here is Doncic. Fast break Memphis. Allen leading the charge. The quick look, no good that time. Mavericks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Green, and that one hits back iron. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. They get it back.
Oh, you better be aware of Valanciunas. He has a knack for getting to the right place in the open floor.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 23.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
A different look for Dallas. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Green. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Clark comes in for Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Allen. Trying to get open is Jang. And it's Morant missing. Dallas leading by 21. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking. Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Another three for Dallas.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
The first free throw is good.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Both free throws good from Morant.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now, here's Doncic. 33 points for him. Cans the 12-footer. Doncic has got 35 in the game.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Porzingis against Morant. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Jang. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Morant.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, that's just what Richardson can give you. Solid scoring from all 3 levels, very consistent in his approach.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
That's good from Richardson. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Melton's checked in. 1:39 left in the third quarter. The Grizzlies shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Jay. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. 1:30 left to play in the third. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now here's Anderson. He's got 7. 1:03 left in the third.
And how about the numbers here for Richardson? Averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
That free throw good from Anderson. Brooks checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And both free throws good for Anderson. Here's Richardson. He has 6. Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. Left side Hardaway. From downtown. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. Pass to Brooks. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Brooks has got 8 here in the quarter.
Second three-pointer of the second half. 5 overall. He's killing it from long range.
To the inside. And Doncic gets it to go.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Grizzlies shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You have to respect the initiative. I mean, Brooks wanting to make something happen. I mean, enforcing the D's hand.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8. And that one falls for Brooks. Winslow's checked in for Memphis. And so he hits both. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Doncic for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brooks for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brooks has got 13 points in the second half.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
And so it's Dallas, taking a 19-point lead into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Porzingis. Richardson is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
A springy guy. Richardson is a great leaper. He can get way up for it, too.
Jones, the pass to Jang. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
There's the pass to Porzingis. Here's Melly. Richardson outside. To the paint. Second chance shot. The Grizzlies pull it in.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Clark kicks to Brooks. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Dallas leading by 19 points. And the wide open shot from Redick. A quick shot there and it's off target. Here's Clark. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And the rejection by Jang. And he's able to get it back. Down low, Richardson. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
Now, this coaching staff loves when Richardson gets inside. I mean, it keeps their offense well-rounded and gives the defense a lot to worry about.
Brooks misses. For Dallas, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Redick with the bucket.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Now here's Winslow, and stolen by Richardson. A finish, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
What a steal by Richardson. Tough to protect the ball against hands that fast.
And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Good, nice job down low.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Good on the bucket. Jones with it. Pass to Winslow. He kicks to Jang. Memphis moving it around. Kept alive. A second chance effort. Here's Brooks. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Well, he was a star in college. Redick, he now has embraced his player status in the NBA as well. Aging like fine wine.
The first one falls. Chris, today's coaches have a different way to get through to their players compared to some coaches of the past.
Well, yeah, I think, you know, this culture is different. Guys don't want to be yelled at when they're giving their all. They want to try to find a solution instead of getting emotional about it. So I think, yeah, the emotional aspect of some point has been alleviated. I think guys want to enjoy going to work every day and having a boss that they can discuss and figure it out with. I don't think the NBA is any different.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Now here's Richardson. Dishes it to Green. Outside, Redick fires the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside, Jones. Pass to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Dallas making a switch here. Burks is checked in. That free throw, good from Jang. And when rookies come in, there's a lot to learn, especially managing money. And Chris, the league is trying to help players manage those large salaries.
Well, players have great resources now that are available to them, and so it's great that the league has lended a hand and said, hey, if you need any help, don't be afraid to reach out.
Back to Burke. Shot clock at 5. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Jones. Allen with it. Now Green defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Free throw, good. Allen. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for the Mavericks. And Allen drops them both. And so here is Dallas. Brunson the pass to Kleba. Now Brunson. Chris, we know the business of basketball is red hot. Franchise values are skyrocketing. And not only that, Chris, the NBA is America's most popular sport among those 34 and younger.
Well, yeah, it was cool, Kevin. That bodes well for the future, right? It wouldn't surprise me in the next decade or so if the NBA became the premier sport in the U.S.
First one falls for him. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleba. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Barea subbed in for Trey Burke. And Jang drops them both. Here's Barea. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
First, you look at last year's all-defensive first-teamers. 4 out of 5 of those guys were 6'10" or taller. Clearly, size is an advantage.
Yeah, size or at least length. I mean, long arms, with that comes block steals and deflections. As long as you can move your feet, though, bigger is better.
And that one misses. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Brooks checked in. And the second free throw, good. Dallas leading by 21. And here's Barea. Porzingis at the elbow. Over Valanciunas. Porzingis can't hit.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Another shot. And Morant finishes inside. Morant's got 21.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Barea kicks to Porzingis. It's Redick on the wing. Shoots over Winslow. The shot by Redick, no good.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Here's Jackson. They shoot again. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Barea looking over the floor. To end the cold streak, he lays it in.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Now here's Morant. Here's the floater, and it's good on the layup. He's got 23.
Now shows great imagination offensively. Morant has so many tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Barea. The wide open look here for Porzingis. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lob pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Here's Brooks. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the score by Dallas. Brooks misses.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Redick with the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Winslow's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And finished off by Morant.
So good at making plays in the open floor, whether Morant's running the break or finishing it.
Barea with it.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
And they double up Morant. No problem knocking that one down. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And, Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish
out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Doncic is checked in for Green. Doncic passes to Barea. And here's Redick. Now Barea, 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, you see the burst. Morant, very hard to catch once he gains a step.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Morant dishes to Brooks. Tries again. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Inside, Belly, good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Morant against Barea, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing, and the foul called on the Dallas Mavericks. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball, and we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Dallas leading by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Jaren Jackson. Hardaway for 3, and it's Morant with the rebound. Takes it from 10. That one, no good. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now, here's Doncic. Off with the layup. Hezonja on the wing. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. 15 seconds left in the game. And here is Doncic. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.